Okay, go ahead, Tony.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
Okay, so calling to order the February 12th, 2026 meeting of the Tree Council, and we'll start with roll call. Tony Doherty.
Leander Matuthick.
Carol Carey.
Linda Choquetti.
Cliff Rhodey.
Margaret Blown.
Jonathan Mark.
Okay. And I know that Jeff and Chet said they could not be here tonight. Did you hear anything about Amy or no? Okay.
I didn't hear anything about
Laura is virtual.
Yes.
Yes.
Lord,
Yes,
okay.
yes, thank you.
Which must have fallen out of you.
All right. Okay, so I guess there's no privilege of the floor. Any any
No,
new
minute.
Oh, yeah, minutes. So yes, and I have them right up here too. All right, does anyone have any correction to the minutes?
Couple.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, I'm not certain of. You guys can correct me if it's wrong. Line 70 and 71. Should spring be capitalized? List of projects where spring sidewalks, talking about the season, not a
Mm-hmm.
metal coil. 71 also.
But should be capitalized?
I think so. I'm asking if anyone else can confirm that for me. I always get confused about whether you capitalize the season.
Spring, yeah. I think so, unless not as an adjective maybe, but as a noun, yes.
Yeah, because it's like a month. It's like a month. You always capitalize the month, maybe.
I guess I thought if it was capitalized, it wouldn't be confusing because when I first read that, I was thinking a little metal coil, so the spring.
I think you should cap.
Okay, okay. And then, line 77, the street tree master plan attached, but it's not attached. I don't know. Whether you want that in the minutes or are we gonna?
Oh, he probably took that from the agenda because we attached it to the agenda,
Last.
but it should be removed for
Mhm.
Who's
the intern was helping with the minute.
Oh, okay.
I got out of the duty this month, but he's no longer, so next month it's me.
Anything else?
It's also lines 81 through 87, under reports. Should the minutes reflect what was said about all these reports, or you just?
I don't think we said anything.
I don't think that we got to
We ran
any,
out of
we
time.
ran out of time.
Should we just say reports? No discussion.
Deferred to next meeting.
Yeah. Otherwise, it looks like it'll happen, but it's not been reported.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it for me.
Do you hire yourself out as a proofreader?
Carol, did you have something?
Well, it was just some things, even after I read it, I wasn't quite sure what it was saying, like the Highway Legislative Committee Liaison.
Where are we?
On lines 46 to 51,
Mhm.
provided an update regarding the Highway Department Liaison. She explained the town board approved the change to committee rules that formally connects the city council to the highway department. This change, but I came away with, okay, but what does that mean? Or do we have a person? You know what I'm saying? It just seemed general. So I don't know how to correct it, but I read it and I'm like, I still don't, it didn't clarify much for me. So I'm not sure if there's any other way we can go back and see if there was more clarification or, that was just my comment.
It was kind of vague.
Laura, do you want to address that? Because you were the one who informed us of that.
Yeah. I'm just reading it right now. So yeah, I think, Carol, probably the easiest thing to do would be to add that the committee member is like sort of appointed to speak at that committee, right? So it says this change establishes a regular line of communication and allows the tree council to provide updates, coordinate on projects in Arbor Day, and engage more directly with the town board of the highway department. Maybe before that we could say, you know, that they will have a representative formally report at each meeting.
Something
And
like
then
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like right before that, this change establishes a regular line. And that way it's more clear of why that's it. Yeah. Does that sound good?
I think so.
Anything else? Anybody else? Okay, I have on line 43 about the letters, where it says, explain that their request could not be addressed during the April planting cycle, and say will be addressed.
Hmm.
Because that's when we're gonna take care of those 11 residents. And then on line 52, we should call that out as the tree city signs, right?
Which
Okay.
line is that?
Line 52. And on line 53, I don't think it was coordination with the town supervisor. It was the highway superintendent, correct? Laura? Including
So-
coordination.
Wait,
The
which
committee-
line? 40?
53.
Oh, 53.
I might have said 43, sorry. Committee discussed
It's okay.
status of signage, including coordination with the highway superintendent, right? The supervisor doesn't really have anything to do with getting our signs up there, coordinating the signage.
We could go back and listen, but I think we thought that maybe it would be a good time to ask Aaron to ask the highway department.
Oh, so then
I
we
could
should,
go back and listen to it just to make sure that was true. And I don't know if anybody else remembers, but I wonder if we had said, I've asked him a couple of times and I know he has good ideas about it. Sometimes he doesn't like it when I ask him, so maybe
all right.
we were talking about the supervisor asking him.
So rather than coordination, maybe it should say including requesting that the town supervisor or
Help. Yeah.
Involvement of the town supervisor?
including.
But other people might remember that differently, but I think that's why that's there.
I think so too, but I'm not sure that that statement really reflects
We
that.
could look at the,
Including
listen to
having
the
the town
recording.
supervisor coordinate with the highway
Yeah,
superintendent.
like that, Carol, including having the town supervisor coordinate with the highway department.
Right, right. Okay, perfect. Right. And the only other thing that I have is on line 59. And I don't know, the tree-friendly developments, if that really captures what we're trying to say. Recognition of, developers who, do outstanding
And
tree and shrubbery replacement, or I'm not sure how to
What is-
capture that.
what did we call GE? Do you remember, Carol? It was like,
What-
what did we honor him for, like sort of outstanding landscape and maintenance or something? We must have called him something.
Outstanding landscape design?
Tree friendly, outstanding tree friendly landscape design.
Okay,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we can change it.
okay, so substitute development with landscape design. Tree-friendly landscape design.
Yeah, I put this on my webpage, on the webpage.
Okay.
Right now it just says, I can change it. Town recognition of quality tree planting and care by commercial establishments.
Oh, quality. Mhm. Yeah, I like that.
Care.
Town recognition of quality tree planting and care by commercial establishments.
Planning.
Planning
Planning.
and care by commercial establishments.
I like the care part, or ongoing care.
Mhm.
And it just says Market 32 March 25th, 2025.
Okay, all right. All right, anyone have anything else? All right, so motion to approve the minutes as corrected.
I make a motion.
A second?
All in favor? Everybody. Okay, great.
May I ask a question about minutes now that these minutes are dispensed with? We don't seem to get a copy of the final minutes as approved. Should we have those like in the next one? Have the January 8th minutes as approved just be
Mhm.
part of the package?
Are they available on the webpage?
I think that they get posted somewhere.
Do they?
Yeah, well, yes, they are.
Right.
The final ones are posted to the website. I think we're like a year and a half behind posting them though, but we can catch up to those to that posting. Yeah, they do get posted as final minutes to the website.
You next intern can post.
We also put them in our permanent I don't know what you call it, laserfish. What would you call that, Linda? They
Yeah,
get put in.
Our permanent digital record.
Yeah, once they're finalized with all the corrections.
To Cliff's point, it would be a good place for them to go on the Google Drive that you
Oh
created,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Sure.
Did you create that Google Drive? I
I
assumed
did.
you did.
Yes.
Yes, right? But I think that would be a great place to have them. So easy access for us whenever we want to go back and look at something or,
You can put the first draft on the Google Drive and we look at the Google Drive and then edit them right then and there.
Don't you think there should be discussions with the edits?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm saying instead of, so right now Laura sends us an email that has the minutes in it.
Mm.
And they talk about editing it. And now Linda has to go back and put it in. I'm saying we can just read it off the Google Drive and discuss our edits from what we saw in the Google Drive. And then the final draft is just, right, it's not, well, it's just an idea, a big deal. I'm just not sure we need a separate thing. If it's on the Google Drive, we can just put in Google Drive to start with. And that's just how I'd look at it to look at the edits before the meeting.
Because I mean, you could do it as track changes and then we could just discuss them quickly. And then Linda and I could just accept all the changes and that would be really nice for us.
what's for me?
Yeah, it's just timing. Sometimes we don't have a.
It's
What
true.
What has to be done to them before we see them? Like what on your part, once it's recorded and translated, what has to be done to them?
I just transcribe them with the draft on it, give it to Laura to proofread, and then you guys see it. Nothing special.
All right, so is there, I know that you are all very busy, but is there any way to add a week to that we could look at them a week before the meeting rather than the day before, so that if we want to review them online and correct them, or is that too tight for everybody? For you?
It's just with everything else.
All right,
Sometimes I'm lucky to
all right, okay,
transcribe them.
okay, all right, so
We could try.
one
You know.
is to get the corrected minutes somewhere that we can take a look at them and easy access to them. And the Google Drive for me would be easier than trying to get into the town's site
Yeah.
or whatever and looking at that, because that's not always easy to get to. So, all right,
And there's no rule that, I don't think there's any rule that I have to be the one to transcribe them. So if you guys want to transcribe them and then transcribe it onto the Google Drive.
I thought that this system put something into
Words?
it does it nothing?
No, I
No.
have to listen and paraphrase and
Weren't you using an AI tool to?
Yeah,
I
thought you were-
was.
Laura
Yeah,
was
Linda
doing-
got pretty behind in the minutes and I don't have the time to listen to them as carefully as she did. So I was putting the transcription into Gemini and having it make minutes. It's definitely not as good as human made minutes, but yeah, I was using Gemini.
Cause it doesn't know who's speaking,
It doesn't.
what was said.
Hmm.
Where I listening and seeing that Amanda talked about trees in River Road Park and I could say, Amanda,
No.
but
It
it's,
also it doesn't always get stuff right.
Yeah,
So it takes me a little longer to read them. I'm not sure how much time Gemini really saves, but I was using Gemini. Yeah. They're funny minutes too sometimes. Like I think when I was bringing the Gemini minutes to you guys, there was a couple things that we were all like, yeah, that was a Gemini thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, so again, step one, we're gonna try and when you correct the minutes, can you make the copy available to you? And you can load.
Right,
it
or,
up on
or
that?
can you post it right on, in the drive?
I think I can.
Oh, okay, great.
I think as long as it's marked as draft, then we all know it's
Yeah.
not the
Mhm.
real thing.
Oh, but don't we want to put the final?
Yeah, with the final.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
sure,
final,
That too.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay,
But are we talking draft or final right now? Or
Final.
both?
Fine.
fine, because Linda said that she's not able to really get to the other ones much ahead of time.
I bet even, like, if Linda, if you could, even if it's a day before, if you could post it on the drive, that would probably be helpful. 'Cause then we could.
Well, after I
Next day.
type the minutes, I give them to Laura.
Yeah, I
And
can
more-
post it on the drive.
And so she would have to post it on the,
Yeah.
But
Right.
it could-
Laura, you have
put it on
access to
Google
that,
Drive,
right?
Laura can.
Yeah,
proofread it.
that's pretty easy. I post the planning board packets. There was a couple planning board members that couldn't really download the packets from our website for some reason. So I post the planning board packets on the website and in a Google Drive for them. So I could do that for tree council too.
Seems like you're
But,
sinking.
but like you said, Cliff, if the Linda's draft goes there, you can just edit them right on there,
Yeah.
or instead of touching them twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think would be really nice. If
Okay.
you're reading them, you could just, yeah,
Huh.
you could just track your changes and then we can just accept them.
All right.
Seems like you're sinking, Laura.
I know, I know. You can't really see your face much.
It's going.
Like, because my computer won't actually let me bring up any screens or anything. It's like malfunctioning.
You need to get a big dictionary and sit on a big dictionary. Laura.
But I can hear you guys.
Okay, all right, okay. Yes, thank you, Linda.
I didn't do these, but yes, I do most of them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Did you notice how I volunteered you guys if you really want I agreed to that, but
And the only other thing I want to comment about the minutes is sometimes though, it's good when we discuss like the
Yes.
changes.
Yes.
So I mean, we can make the changes there, but I like the discussion at times.
Yes.
Because we all can
Absolutely.
remember different things
Mhm.
about like a
Mhm.
particular.
For sure.
But
So-
if they're on the Google Drive, you also have the ability to go to YouTube, re-listen to what the discussion was, and then rephrase your comments, match the discussion.
So is that on YouTube, even in the draft format?
No, this.
The verbal minutes,
Oh, yeah. got
Are
it.
on
Okay,
YouTube.
yeah, okay.
so if you read
Listen.
something and you question, I don't remember that discussion,
Yeah,
you could go to YouTube and re-listen.
okay.
I can also put the video recording in the Google Share Drive, but they're huge. So probably that's not a good idea.
Can you just give us the link to it?
That
Or
we could do. Yeah, that's easy.
We've got a lot of space. I mean, that's not gonna create any problems. Space.
Really? Yeah, I mean, like sometimes they're like almost like it depends, like a half gig to a gig sometimes with a video recording.
I'm gonna get that in my email.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
But they're all on the YouTube Drive, Town of Niskiuna, playlist, Tree Council,
Okay.
and you find them easily. Unfortunately, YouTube has oldest to newest.
Right.
Yeah, they do. It's annoying.
In multiple
Okay.
years, so you have to roll down. Not the newest on the top, so
It's true.
stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find on the website. You just go on the town website and you go under agenda and minutes. Go down to True Council.
Okay. All right. Okay, all right, then, moving on, new business. Any new business?
Oh, can I ask another question about this?
You may.
All right. should the planning projects be under new business, like ones that we've never talked about? Is
Maybe.
there other business that we do that, or is,
Sometimes there's.
I don't know
like-
my Robert's rules exactly, so.
Yes. I don't think that any of those planning projects are new, though, are they? I think that I've seen them under new business before, haven't they been?
No, you haven't seen Momentive
No.
or no, I actually don't think you've seen any of them.
We haven't. Been there for a while, haven't we? Okay.
Um, so my computer is completely frozen and I can't bring them up. I can still hear you guys and I'm doing the recording.
Can I look at them, bring them up or?
I mean, I could restart my computer, but it sometimes takes like 10 minutes. Like, it's so weird. It's completely froze up.
All right, well, you're
Can you-
doing that. I just
can
want
you-
to ask,
just give me a couple seconds here.
let's go to action items then. Does anyone have anything
Streaming
to report on the action items? Did we get them?
like 5 minutes.
I sent them, but I guess they didn't get attached.
90% through my list.
Excellent.
I'm just adding links to get pictures since I figured they would want to see what they look like.
Oh, perfect. So in progress,
Did you?
I sent them to Laura and asked her to attach them.
But they didn't get attached, right?
Yeah, because when Lori put together the packet, she forgot about the email and she only found last month's.
Okay, so what are we looking at? Are we looking at? Any,
So what in particular, because we had the highway department.
All right, I want to report on that. On the first item, the representation with the highway department and the town council, that's considered complete. Chet and I started attending the meetings. We went to the first meeting last Thursday. We remained silent observers. We thought that that was the best way to go, just to, introduce ourselves, kind of get the feel of what the meeting was about. And one of the things that I will say is that, yes, the highway department, listening to what they do, they are a very busy department. So once we're through Arbor Day and we're kind of like into the summer we don't have really a lot going on, maybe we can start coming up with a plan on how better to, collaborate and work with them and maybe present them a plan, maybe something like how Saratoga does with their Tree Toga, and really get volunteers more involved. And again, by recognizing they are busy. I mean, they had a list of things that they were doing and always responding to residents' requests for a lot of things. So, but I think it's a good thing to be there, to get to know people, kind of just see what's going on in the town. So it was good. I'm glad we were there, and I'm glad that we were invited, and thanks for making that happen, Laura. I do need someone though to go next month because I'll be out of town. So that's March 5th at 8 a.m. in this room. And it was about 45 minutes. Chet and I left after the highway department completed their report.
What date did you say?
March 5th?
The Thursday, so it's March 5th? March 5th, 8 a.m. in this room. Chet will be there, but it's nice to have two people, and it's probably a good idea just to have more people showing up to, get a feel for what's happening in the town. So
I would, but I can't. So
Any-
I'll do it next time, but that's not a good day.
anybody able?
I don't know. It happens to be this Sienna break means Rachel will be off. So we might be going off someplace, so I don't know.
Yeah. I have issues also.
I think the goal is, I know it's good to listen in the beginning, but the goal is to get tree council as a regular agenda item. So
Yes,
that you guys
and-
would report to them.
right, and we did not appear on their agenda, nor did we get a copy of the agenda. I found the agenda on the town website, but hopefully there will be a space for us next time.
Yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
should start to
Yeah.
move in that direction. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I thought like the idea was like, okay, yeah, highway is very, very busy. We all know, like, but we want to get on their list so that our items can be the things that they're acting upon, not
Mhm.
just everybody else's. You know what I mean?
for sure. And that's what we're trying to do. And when you build a better relationship, I think that it's the asks become more heard.
Takes time.
Mhm. So, and presenting ourselves as wanting to help, which we do, right?
So did you get an agenda in advance of the meeting?
I did not get an agenda. I requested one. I did not get one. I found one on the website. So I'm hoping since we were there and introduced ourselves and why we were there, that we will, I don't know who the, assistant is who provides the minutes and agenda. Do you know who that is, Laura? So that I can reach out to that person and ask.
I don't. I think it might be Dottie, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll
Okay.
ask. It is a new process.
Uh-huh.
So it might be like a step-by-step thing, but yeah, we need to get you as an agenda item and a reporting,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And do they know we're gonna be coming every month?
I certainly hope so.
Okay.
We introduced ourselves and said that we would be attending the meetings, but again, I just
Yeah.
kind of wanted to get a feel of what was going on before we.
And Ray responded like, oh yeah, he was expecting to be there.
I don't know, but I have to say he was, I mean, he acknowledged us when we spoke and, and when he was talking about certain things and, there was eye contact and nodding and whatever. So, I mean, I felt that it was good to be
Yeah.
there. I came away with a very good feeling
Mhm.
for the first time, not knowing what was going to be there.
Well, and also it's good the first time just to, like you said, understand everything that they're working on.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Okay, so, no one can go with, Chet. All right,
You could put me on a maybe list.
okay,
Send me an email that week. I'll tell you where they are.
okay,
It was
all right.
March 5th. Well,
Yeah, it's March 5th.
I might have too.
John, Margaret, I'll reach out to both of you.
Okay.
Maybe. Ken and
It was
Jen.
around 45 minutes.
Yep.
you said?
As soon as the highway report, was complete, we
'Cause I have
left.
a 9 o'clock thing. I could probably still make it. Right?
Okay, yeah. Mhm. Thank you. I'll send an email. All right. Okay, the resident letters, they went out. Thank you very much, Linda and Laura, for that. And, the other one that looks complete, the project management, council, Google Drive, thanks to Cliff.
Yeah, I don't know that Discord
Is
is
gonna
doing
really work.
anything
Okay.
or matters
Mhm.
for us, because
Mhm.
it seems like the drive is the big thing.
Yes. Mhm.
Where we can have all the information, everybody can access it whenever they want,
Right.
and email seems to be the way, folks like to communicate.
Okay.
That works.
When Arbor Days planning starts happening, we might use Discord more.
Okay.
When somebody says, oh, we got, so-and-so to attend, it might be worth posting that stuff.
Okay, so we'll just stay with it for now. All right.
Oh, let me ask about the Google Drive. So right now, I mean, I have no problem being the host of that. I happen to have a lot of space on my Google Drive. That's fine. It was never meant to replace like being involved with the town's Google Drive. And we had talked about that initially, I think. So I don't know. I mean, this could be forever or a stopgap until we do town Google Drive, or I don't know. Do you guys recall us talking
Yes,
about that?
I recall that.
Yeah. Laura, any thoughts on that or?
We should probably switch to a town Google Drive. I can, well, or at least a share folder. Does it really matter, right? Can I just make a share folder with you guys on the town Google Drive?
I mean, if we can all share and have like editing capabilities, I think that'd be fine. I mean, it would make more sense, I think, because we are a town entity, but
Yeah.
although this is, I mean, it's really used more, I think, not as like an official, here's the tree council stuff, but something for us to work with, but
Right.
it may still be important to do it that way.
Yeah, because like when you know how I was talking about the planning board one, that's a shared folder on my Google Drive as a as a town employee. I put the town files on there and then share them to the volunteers. Is it okay with you guys if I make the share folder and move what Cliff has to there and then share the link to everybody?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Do you make that a task on your list, Tony? I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm so
absolutely.
behind because of my stupid knee.
All right, okay. All right, well, that's gonna be part of the project management, Google Drive. I'm just, we'll just have you working on it. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Anything else? We need to go through this one by one, unless you don't have anything to report. Thank you for doing that with the, both of those. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Okay, all right. All right, so now discussion items, if we can get to them. Were you able to do that, Laura?
I got back to you guys, but I don't think I can share my screen. I'll give it a try.
We have the layouts in the
Yeah.
emailed out.
I have printouts if anybody.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to back.
Excuse me. That way. Fine.
I have to do it now.
Where is Commerce Drive?
Commerce is over by Iroquois Village and it's closer to the Army Depot.
Oh, it's there.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
Yeah.
Here we want to plant the elms.
yeah, okay. Right, this is where.
Across from-
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Where Sarah lives,
Right. Amy.
Amy.
So, what was like?
One of the lots is going to be developed as a daycare. So
Yeah,
right now, Trelleborg on the end, a water retention lot, and then this new daycare.
Further down the street, past the trailer.
Is it on
Yeah.
the right, same side of the street as Trelleborg, right?
Same side of the street and past. So it goes Trelleborg, then there's a stormwater detention pond, then there's a flat site, which actually doesn't have I don't even know if it has any trees. It's kind of scrubby. And that's where this is proposed to be. Can you guys see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Mhm.
This is like an awkward way of doing it, but so the daycare has 2 driveways and they're proposing 4 red maples, I think, along the front. And then they have just foundation plantings on the side of the building. It is like a almost 2 acre, or maybe a little more than 2 acre lot. My first thought is there's a lot more room for trees. But
In this picture, Hilltop is to the left.
Hilltop is to the left. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. This is the end kind of the cul-de-sac that's paved. You can see the cul-de-sac, the end of the road is on the right. It is where there all used to be a tank testing in World War II. They built tanks and tested them on a track here. It's pretty close to that.
So is grass there now or did they
Yeah,
take anything down? Get it, right?
might be able to load it for you guys.
Are they taking trees down to get it?
I
It
think,
looks like there's like no trees.
I think it's a scruff.
Scrub, yeah.
I don't think I've ever driven down that road.
Is there anything there right now? Or no?
No,
There's nothing at all.
No, there's nothing.
Okay, yeah, this is what it looks like, right here.
Scrub.
Yeah,
Oh, did you Google?
Google Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one tree.
So did the 4 trees meet the requirements of what they're doing?
So it's not, I mean, well, in one sense, it's a subdivision because they're dividing parcels. So they would need to plant 4 trees. But a site plan review doesn't have a minimum number. So I think, I think it's in some ways, it's kind of discretionary. Like, can you plant a line of trees here? Can you buffer the dumpster? Like, those are the kind of comments you can have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys see if I just turn, there's Trelleborg way down there. And that's Hilltop. The detention pond's somewhere in there. And then this is the site right here. So maybe like 2 trees.
Wait a minute, is that the right side of the road? I thought the picture would look the other way around. Cause you're looking at the. is it-
Right. So the picture's oriented, you know, because you're standing on the road looking at the building now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So on the flat screen here,
The site is to the east of Commerce Park, right?
it is to the east. Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like if you're your little person standing there, you're looking towards the building on this view. Behind you is this. There's a building there already. That's
Okay.
west. That's west.
So
This is east.
Okay, I was confused here.
What's that? A little
Laura, are
bit
they gonna
further
have a
east.
playground?
What is that over there?
It says,
Yeah,
it says right here on the plan. See those 2 squares? That says playground.
Did they put trees around the playground?
No, they should.
no,
Yeah,
It's really,
yeah,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Along the parking lot, you know, here.
yeah, it's like a line of them along here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was showing you the wrong picture, Margaret.
Yeah, parking lot along.
Yeah, we would like to request more trees.
What do they have there? Like 4?
You have 4 red maples. Yeah.
Red maples too.
How about some oaks, Margaret?
Exactly.
Sycamores,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Red Oaks, just change it to an O.
Yeah, right, right. Red oak.
I
Mhm.
mean, we prefer sugar maples to red maples even. A red maple is like, makes up 40% of Niskuna's trees
Right.
and silver maple with the other 30.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
And then there's a few oaks and stuff, but silver or sugar maples are pretty rare. So they're set on a maple.
Okay.
And they're
Right.
far enough away from the road that they could probably get away with sugar maples here. I don't think they'll have too many problems with salt, probably.
That'd be a fun experiment with the kids.
Do some sugaring.
I think the trees have to be like 40 years old or something before you tap them.
Well,
But yes.
Don't tell them that. Oh, it didn't work this year. Let's try next year.
No, because it hurts. I mean, it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
you want to do it on the little babies.
So are you going to ask them to change the type of maple?
Yeah, so I'm hearing more trees, maybe a line down the parking lot, so maybe a line down both sides of the property
Okay.
line, and
Around-
then
Yeah.
sugar maples or red oaks.
Mhm.
Yeah, any oaks.
Yeah, and we want them around the playground.
Oh, and around the playground. Okay, yep.
Yeah, they should want that. Yeah.
Mhm.
It gets pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if there's benches or anything in the
Yeah.
playground.
Mhm.
The species of stuff around the building is broadleaf sedge, little blue stem, and Virginia rose, which typically we have thought is okay.
Yeah.
So probably mostly just give them notes on the trees unless anybody had any comments on those.
Are they gonna put in those extra parking spaces or is that just like if they expand or something?
Yeah, they would grade them out so that they're flat, but not pave them unless they needed them.
So will that remain unpaved? What do you mean by graded?
So like if it will be made flat but grassed.
Yeah, okay.
Want to put any trees in the parking lot?
In it,
Yeah, like,
little islands.
yeah, little island.
We could ask.
Like maybe in that, the center of that turnaround area, there'd be a space for an island.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and Linda was saying nothing in this whole back.
Mm,
Could we put something here?
Little forest.
yes,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. For sure.
I mean, right now there are trees
Lot
there,
number
but it's
one.
just a lot of scrub.
Yeah,
Looks-
it's pretty scrubby.
In the back of the lot where it's all empty, Laura?
There's
And we-
trees along the line with Iroquois Village, but I think it was cleared for the tank track a long time ago. So, you can see this whole thing. I mean, here's the cul-de-sac. The whole thing is pretty scrubby. You don't really have trees until you get kind of far away from the road.
Can we ask them to plant a forest in the back?
You can ask. I think they'll probably whatever. I think we can get them to add more trees. I
Mhm.
think it'll end up being a cost thing that the planning board can balance with the applicant. But it seems like there's an awful lot of room for trees there. Like maybe we could even get Metroplex to chip in for trees or something, you know?
Oh, there's so much room for trees there.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Or ask them to plant one tree for the next 10 years?
Mhm.
Something, yeah, just to get that. I mean, right now there's like none. So, I mean, thankfully it's not one of those ones that just guts you because so many of the trees are coming down. But there's also like a lot of opportunity to plant. So,
Are they gonna wanna put something there soon?
yeah, they have a really short condensed timeline because this is actually the Montessori school that is currently operating at the Old Town Hall at the intersection of Van Antwerp and Balltown Road. And they have to be out by August 31st. So they're going to try and have this building up really quickly.
Wow.
They should make a forest with a path and,
Would be
you know,
lovely.
for the kids, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, let's make it a note. Like maybe we could do some kind of maybe they could partner with us on an educational forest back there or something.
Exactly.
Oh, that'd be great.
Maybe, yeah,
That's a great
The
idea.
high school kids looking for.
Yeah, we got,
planting
Yeah,
projects.
or like gold award or scout or something can. Yeah, that could be really cool.
School teacher
And
had
even
it.
one
Yeah, the
tree here,
science
what is it,
guy. We're getting
$200 a tree?
Peters, Mr. Peters.
10
He's actually
years?
also studying.
He's a history.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Mark's favorite.
For Arbor Day.
Yeah, he was a good teacher.
Oh, Annie's favorite. He was.
Arbor Day.
Yeah, he wasn't there for
Yeah,
March,
right,
right?
that
He came a
woman.
little later.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got more trees along the sides around the playground, change the species to red oak and white sugar maple, and then explore like working with us or scouts or whatever on an educational forest in the back.
Should we put any along the parking lot if we're not gonna put it, nobody like the idea of putting them in the parking lot?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there,
never
no,
know.
there's
Discussion.
an island in that turnaround area at least.
Never-
Well,
Looked
of course,
like there's room.
Island Beetle enhances the turnaround.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could put that so that if they were building the bank parking spaces, they would have to like put some islands of trees here.
okay.
Trees along the gap here.
We just want trees.
Yes,
Trees everywhere.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, and not limited to oaks and
No,
maples, right? I
well,
mean,
they have, yeah. like
they
any-
should,
Any native.
Diversity of native species, with a note that oaks are very good at supporting lots of different things.
Lots of trees drop stuff.
Yes.
Maples are more annoying than. Oh, and then oaks, I think.
oh, sure.
Yeah,
If
Mhm.
you're, yes, if
Yeah.
you're upset about,
yeah.
Messy
dropping stuff.
trees.
Yeah, maples, top the list. Some people don't like the acorns. Kids.
Growth do though.
Yes.
Kids would, I mean, let's face it, kids love acorns, crafts, whistles, growing of the
Throwing
trees.
at each other.
Things.
Yeah.
Acorns are endless. Pretty awesome.
3,900 state.
Mhm.
We,
Yeah, let's do it.
didn't we look at that a long time?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, Tony, you're right about this one. We did look at this one. I put this one in, well, one, this is kind of a little revised planting plan since the last time you saw it, but I also wanted to show you guys, like, your big recommendation was to save the Norway spruce, which is this little tiny dot here, but they, between the last time you saw it and now, they bumped the pavement way away from the tree.
Oh, good.
So that's good. That should be a big improvement. Before, we felt like the pavement was way too close to the tree, and it was like, how is the tree going to survive? So, and then they've got trees along the sidewalk on both sides of the sidewalk. I personally think they could fit some more, but it's just me. Then they've got these. Then they did a lot of plantings along here. They've got a tree on the other side of the road. And then they've this I find really exciting. They've got another line of trees along here. These are smaller because they're underneath the power lines, but I think that'll really be nice for the neighbors. And the species are so cumbersome when I don't have my normal way of doing it. Sorry. Here they are. So they've got red maple, serviceberry, birch, ginkgo. I think they listened to our list. Swamp white oak and Tilia cordata. What is that?
Linden.
Birch,
Oh yeah, little leaf linden. Yeah.
ginkgo, spruce, swamp white oak.
Is it the place that had the eagle or something in the?
Yeah, the Norway spruce is the one that had the bald eagle. Yeah, it is. Mhm. And actually, just for the record, I was doing a site walk there. And the lady across the street sent a picture of the eagle in the tree. But when I was doing a site walk there, the eagle flew over our heads on State Street. There was a bald eagle when I was standing on South Fagin Ave, flew right over our heads.
Are there any of those problematic shrubs?
Let's see, hostas. Yeah, hostas aren't. Yeah, they're not very native, are they?
Which one?
Well, the hostas, ninja. Right, maple leaf, I burn them. Wow, they're wonderful, but unique. Nine bark is good.
Well,
No.
nine bark.
Likewise.
Is nine bark on there, Margaret?
On our list, yeah, well,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Mhm.
7 of them. There.
It's a angel with nine
Oh,
bark.
I see it. Yeah, okay. So they got 69. Oh, that's because the low grow sumac. That's pretty low.
Sumac is very good. Maple leaf viburnum is great. I don't know what this.
Wigelia?
Yeah,
Hmm,
never heard of that.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
don't know
a,
if it's native or not. I know what it is.
right,
Well, it has Florida in its name.
right.
Not a good sign.
It's like,
Well, at
Well,
least it's this continent, though.
Wait, let's see though what that is, because
But hydrangea and hosta are not.
Okay, so should we say could love the tree species,
But we'll help.
could you add more? And then, but it's probably fine. And then also, could you look at hosta, hydrangea, and maybe Wigelia for more native species?
Yeah.
What did you guys say? The sea green juniper, Margaret?
That I don't know.
Oh,
Neither.
okay. Yeah, me neither.
Junipers are, I don't know what the sea green one is.
I know my birds like junipers.
Yeah, that nice berries.
Okay, so we'll have them look into the Wigelia, the hydrangea, and the hosta.
Mhm.
Any more comments on that one? And also, if you guys don't mind, we'll put a thank you for protecting the Norway spruce and make sure you
Yeah,
protect
yeah,
it through construction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Well, the Wagila is an Asian plant.
Yeah.
Always?
The one that they're talking about, the Florida Wagila, native to China, Korea, Japan.
Okay, then we'll definitely see if we can, because that's a lot of them. That's 43 of them. So
Well, how big are they? What are they?
4 to 6 feet
Okay,
tall
so it's a
and
shrub.
wide.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
shrub.
shrub.
Yeah.
It's a flowering. They're actually pretty,
They're very
but.
I love
yeah.
Wigilias. I also love hydrangeas.
Someone has one in where I walk and I always like to look at it. Pretty.
Same place.
Witch hazel.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
That's
hazel.
what it looks like, kind of.
Yeah. Yes,
Mm.
yes, yes.
So they're proposing the Wigilia on the
That's a-
south side of Fagan, it looks like mostly. Yeah, it's like almost entirely around the trees on the south side. There's really none up here for buffering, it's all on the back side. These are all bigger things. Junipers, which is good for sort of year round buffering.
Non-invasive, not
Not
aggressive.
invasive.
PB must be a tree. Oh yeah, that's the
Like widower dogwood or witch hazel. They would be winterberry.
winterberry, so nice.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay, so okay, so we'll send that back to them. And last but not least,
There
this is
was
a new. Oh,
Laura?
do we have more?
Yeah, there was something you said about that initially, and then I think we kind of glossed over, but you were saying there are a lot of trees, but couldn't there be more trees? Like, I don't know if you were looking at a particular area or something.
Mostly along the sidewalk. Because I think in here you can't actually tell there's actually a lot of trees right there. You know, so that side is probably good, but when you come down to here, they have 3 of them on this side. I don't know, maybe this isn't enough room. I'm just a big fan of putting trees everywhere.
Hmm.
It looks like you could fit another one here. These power poles are actually coming down because they're not live. So I actually think this whole streetscape is gonna look so much nicer because the dead power poles are coming down. They're gonna have a sidewalk. They're gonna plant trees on either side of the sidewalk. It's gonna look really nice.
So there's that kind of empty area there across from the big Norway spruce.
It's actually not empty.
Oh.
They're not showing the existing tree canopy the way they should. But the spruce canopy goes all the way to the edge of the parking lot, and then there's a 34-inch maple that they're proposing to keep. So the maple, between the maple and the spruce, like this whole area is filled with existing tree already.
Yeah, I meant further down.
Oh,
Scroll up.
further down.
Yes, if you enter on Fagan on that entrance there on the right, as you
Right here.
enter,
Right here.
that all, yeah, that area there. Is there stuff in there right now?
No, I think maybe you could even put 3 trees there.
Yeah, because it's like nothing there. I mean, it's
Shrubs.
not even parking spots. So if they're not using it for parking, why not put trees there?
Yeah.
At least shrubs.
Yeah,
Or yeah, something, right?
Don't block the view so much or than
Yeah.
we're worried about.
but that's not the main drag. It's not State
Still a
Street.
driveway, right? Where the trucks come in from?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, the driveway's here though. You could fit them here.
But could that, with the tractor trailer trucks, could that be a sightline issue? And that's why they didn't put them in?
I don't know. I can ask.
The Prism site, Margaret, has a floor, that Florida, I don't know how to say it, as an
Wigilia?
alternative plant.
Is what?
As an alternative, the New York Prism, the invasive, that one about invasive.
It's not invasive.
Right, but it's saying an alternative to barberry is
Oh.
the Florida
Wigilia.
Julia.
Wigilia.
Look it up again. on the
That's-
Google.
I'm reading that it's very attractive to hummingbirds and butterflies.
It's not.
But it's not, but there is a, like a local alternative could be like a northern bush honeysuckle to the Weigela.
What's the Latin name?
The Latin for,
Julia, Florida.
Yeah, Wigilia Florida Brocrus view. Oops, I didn't really type that out right.
What,
What about that honeysuckle?
It knows me.
now the bush honey's stuck over there that are natives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
native to this area.
Yes, they are. They're hard to find. I mean, buy, you don't.
Yeah, that's the thing too, though,
But
right?
Yeah, definitely. So what, can I get that Latin name again? I didn't
Which one?
go in.
Woodgelia,
Florida, Woodgila, or Woodgila, Florida.
Julia, Florida. Wait, let me go back to it.
Oh,
Brocaspew or something like that.
I thought it was not
Florida,
a
WEI,
common
GELA.
name there.
Yeah, I spelled it wrong and I messed up my search. 'Cause I'm awesome.
WEI,
Ah, okay. G.
GELA, just one G.
Bokraspiwi, I think.
Yeah.
Bokra.
It'd be like spilled wine, Woodgila.
It's not coming up in the New York Floral Atlas.
what, the Woodgelia?
Yeah.
It's saying what?
Not showing up at all. Not
Huh.
showing up. WEI.
WEIGELA.
And
Oh yeah,
Virginia and. There's
it's
one.
spelled wrong on the drawing.
Are native to New York.
Right.
Isn't that weird though, that the
Yeah.
prism site?
Well, it's
has-
not invasive.
Oh, okay, all right, yep, okay,
Not native, but
gotcha.
It's not invasive. So
Okay.
barberries are invasive.
Yep, okay, got it.
So it is a very pretty
Mhm,
shrub, is he?
mhm.
They're suggesting a high bush cranberry. Which is
Well,
native.
we've given those away before.
I mean, they're definitely not as showy, but they're, when it's saying, you know, substitute this for this. One of them, they said for Woodgelia, Florida is the high bush cranberry.
I think so I like Woodgilias, but they don't flower for a super long amount of time, and I think that they are sometimes like kind of like if you put a high bush cranberry there and it really got established, it could probably handle not being watered and all of those things, which maybe they won't do. I'm not really sure. So it might be worth it to just say native things anyway, just because they will survive a little better sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honeysuckle,
They're native.
northern bush
Yeah,
honeysuckle. Yeah.
I know they're native, but they're just hard to find, but maybe these guys can, so I should put it in there.
Yeah, we'll give them that list that we just talked about, the honeysuckle and the high bush cranberry and the winterberry and the, what else did we say?
Meadows or dogwood? Or dogwood?
We offered dogwood as a substitute for hydrangea on 1335 Balltown Road. Although he's like, that's way more expensive.
Oh.
But he said he would do it anyway.
Oh, northern bush, I'm sorry.
Yep, northern bush honeysuckle.
Just tell them to buy a smaller tree.
Yeah, I think that's a good compromise.
A certain amount that they're spending per tree, just get the right tree at a smaller size.
All of them are native.
Mhm.
I don't know the common names. Tomentosa is pink.
Yeah, the Asperia alba is white.
Another thing that when we have time, maybe we should create something about like the guild planting. Like this is the kind of tree with this shrub that belongs to, you know, the tree, the tree kind of is the species that supports all these insects, and then they drop down onto the shrubs, and then they feed on the shrubs, and then the flowers that you plant around provide the nectar for the insects. So there's a whole thing with that for you know, developers that are looking to do more than just tree planting when they're looking for landscaping, you know, like a package of things that like go together.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, because this tree here, this, you know, that they're planting all the proposed woodgelia and stuff underneath is a swamp white oak.
Mhm. Mhm.
So you could make a little, like you were saying, if you
Right.
did that, you can make a little habitat right there.
Yes, yeah, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if they're looking for advice, we might as well just provide them for things that'll just end up surviving on their own and nurturing all these insects and birds and wildlife and right?
And especially with the daycare.
Perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
perfect. But I mean, there's like so many other
Yeah.
places that could support that.
Yeah, we're
If
doing
we're,
someplace
we're
else.
at the gas station now, right?
The car deal.
Like
Car
a car selling place. But honestly, like we could give the same note to if they're willing to work with us I mean, I'll just offer the tree council. I mean, like, you know, maybe we could do like really cool plantings at the daycare potentially if they're willing to work with us.
Yeah.
These
Mhm.
guys, we gave them suggestions, and I think they've done a pretty good job incorporating at least our tree species. Seems like they hit every single one that we asked them for. So now we can just give them the thoughts on the shrubs, and
Mhm.
then see if they can fit a little more. Like right here seems bare. Maybe right here too, for the record.
And are we always gonna substitute sugar maple when they want red maple?
Yes. Well, sometimes you can't because, well, Margaret can jump in here, but the sugar maple seem sensitive. You can't plant them too close to the road.
Oh, okay, all right,
Don't like water or road salt, but
okay, all right. Okay,
The red maples are like more tolerant.
okay.
Next one.
Okay,
Okay, so this is Momentive, which is where the SI group used to be, almost to the extra bridge traffic circle. Oops,
Mhm.
I went too fast.
Mhm.
There's the traffic circles right there, and Momentive is that building that's kind of like down the hill and has that huge yard with the fence. That's Momentive. They're proposing to Momentive. It's kind of like a complex back there, which you don't see very well from the road. Actually, you can't really see any of this from the road, but there's
Oh.
two big long buildings here. They would take down all these buildings on the inside, and then they're just putting one building here with just grass on either side of the building. Here. My computer's so slow. I'm sorry, guys. It works really well all day long, and then I think when I'm doing these meetings at night, everybody's home streaming on their stuff, and then okay, here we go. So now there's these big grass. So this used to be where buildings were, and they're taking all the buildings down, and they're just proposing to hydroseed. So you've got these big open areas that they're just proposing to be like a field, or well, not even a field. I think just grass. Do we want to say anything about that?
The
Right, 'cause this is the-
monoculture of a grass could use something else.
Yeah.
So,
If they're only proposing seeding it for lawn, is it appropriate for us to request some trees planted in there?
I think we should.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Okay, definitely.
It's just they're taking it down and they're making it green space, but they're just keeping it a lawn.
Yeah.
So there's so much room, even if you just one tree on either side. But
Mhm. Right.
grass already.
Um,
yeah, they have like no trees there.
Would they
Yeah.
be agreeable to making it what we're doing at the other places, the the pollinator garden or the,
oh, like we could ask them that, like a Lomo or a pollinator friendly lawn,
yeah,
and then add some trees. We could just give them our usual kind of list.
what do you tell them for low mow though? Do you actually tell them what they need to plant for low mow, or you just say low mow? Cause I don't know that people understand what that really means. Cause isn't that like planting like the sedges and the little fescues and all that? Isn't that really the low mow so it kind of like blows in the wind and looks good and.
Yeah, you can do it that way. Sometimes Lomo can be a lot of things actually. Like you can plant the grasses that actually just don't get above 6 or 8 inches, like you were just talking about. Or you can just mow them like once a year, you know. So sometimes those lawns get quite a bit bigger than like 6 and 8 inches. Or
Right, but isn't it though, when they go back and they cut them once a year, they cut them down to the ground, so all of the things that have been living in there happily for all the time when it's growing just get all ground up and killed?
yes, that's
Yeah.
one of the things that they've, you know, decided on with Lomo May. It's kind of like hard because they all move in after the winter and they're really happy and nobody's mowing. And then first everybody mows their lawn and all their habitat gets destroyed. I think Margaret can jump in here too. Like if you mow in the fall and you keep your deck up higher, like you don't do as much damage. But it always damages them when you mow it. But sometimes you kind of have to, because otherwise succession will take over. I mean, a lot of times to maintain a field, you do have to do that.
Right.
But what about the fescues? But I don't think that those even really need much attention, do they? Those little fescues? Say
Yeah,
what?
they were- for the greenhouse, we
Yeah.
planted that no mow grass.
Yeah.
It's like this tall.
Right.
You can also put little things in there, like I don't know that everybody likes to do this, but like thyme doesn't get any more than like 6 inches. And there's also another thing. So I bought like a Lomo mix for my yard, and it has like maybe German chamomile in it or something. I don't know. It just has a bunch of little tiny things that I really don't have to mow, but they flower.
Yeah.
Wild
They're-
strawberry is like great for that.
Yeah, wild strawberry, clover.
So do we want to suggest ground cover or trees?
We
I
want
mean-
trees, right?
Well, we want
For the
trees.
grass is
Well,
just put a lot of trees and, I mean, not a lot, but.
Well, they might
but
not
there's
want
there's a lot of property there.
They
How
might
big
not
is
want
that?
Can we have both?
trees because they might
Yes,
want to
yes.
expand in the future, which is why they're suggesting the grass area.
They
But
might
if
wanna,
we ask them to put trees on the border of that area and put a Lomo mix, then we're kind of getting both
Mhm.
benefits.
I missed the beginning, what you were saying, Linda, or just the very beginning.
Just because they're taking down the buildings now doesn't mean they're going to expand in the future. Which is probably why they're saying they want to grass it now. So if we ask for trees around the border of that area, because if they plant trees, let them grow for 10 years, and then knock them down anyway, how much good did they do?
And what about, I mean, from what I remember of Menumber SI, there's a long driveway.
Yeah.
Why don't you put trees
oh,
along?
It's
road
super long.
Yeah,
We
it's-
could also ask, we kind of did that with Glen Eddy, right? We could say, hey, you know, if you can't plant them here, can you plant some along the road?
Right, the driveway, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the beginning of the driveway. I mean, because I drove by there today and looked at it. There's nothing there except
Right.
that fence.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll learn some grass. Yeah.
They,
Yes.
I don't think they would plant, I mean, they would build there. The
Right.
roadway.
They may actually decide, hey, that's a good idea. It'll look
Right.
Nice.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Along the road and the driveway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
That is super long.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's, and the mowing that they must do.
Yeah,
Okay,
right,
sign, they
right.
have this
Right?
momentum
Yeah, yeah.
sign, right? If you would block
Right.
You're like
far away.
playing on that lawn one time when I drove by.
It's 6:41, so.
All right, yeah, all right, okay. All right, so the recommendations to Momentum are going to be to consider low mow lawn, trees along the periphery of that space, and then some trees at the entrance on Balltown. And
along the
okay, and along the driveway. And to go back to Linda's suggestion from before, if they cannot do everything, that then they plant on the driveway, then every year they plant 2 more trees, 2 more trees, 2 more trees.
I definitely.
It's a good idea.
No, they have to start at the lower side.
At Balltown
And then
roadside.
that out.
Oh.
And that way they'll all look like the same height.
That's
Okay, all right. Okay, so is it good with that?
Got it.
All right, so we need to move on to the Arbor Day discussion, because we're getting too,
Yeah.
way too close to not be having any, action, and Carol has done all this really fabulous work, in the past, and would like someone to take over her position. But she has created this great file that was attached, right? So, at the very least, we need to, start contacting some of these individuals to see if we can get them to, commit. So, do you want to,
Was attached.
tell us, should have been attached to the,
The email.
or it's down at the bottom, it should have been there.
Yeah, I sent it when I sent the link with the packets. It was an attachment.
Oh.
You want to give us some guidance, Carol?
Yeah, and
Sorry.
do we want to do
I
the
missed that.
same
Totally
as we
missed it.
did last year?
Mhm.
You know, I don't know how many people we're getting, like without the baseball, I think group, which we were upset about. But it did turn out to be okay, because I'm not sure if we're getting the communication out. Because it seems like we were really increasing year after year,
Yeah.
and then the last 2 years, it's been going in the other direction.
So I just have a small update about that. The town is trying to build its own app that'll be much better at pushing stuff out and reaching more residents. Because we've been so unhappy with the email blast ever since we switched to our new website. Ever since we switched to our new website, we haven't had as many people on Arbor Day. I think it's a really good example of how it's just not getting to people. So the town is expecting to have the app like up and running in like a month, maybe a little bit longer. Probably won't help too much with this Arbor Day, but they did hear us, Carol, and they are going to try and do something better.
Okay. I mean, so I think one of the first things is that we have to get the trees ordered, because there's a deadline, usually of early March.
Yeah, the Saratoga order just came out today. I looked at it, and normally Saratoga has a ton of different species, but it's not a lot this year. Oh, they do have witch hazel, which I don't know that we've ever given out before.
So we typically have the booths, we have the tree giveaways, we usually have a craft project, that the
Girl
Girl
Scout.
Scouts help with. We do a tree planting with the town and the highway department. And then last year we had an art contest, and we also had music, and we had, a food truck.
Mm.
So those were additional things. So it's, getting bigger each year.
So first thing, Laura, when are the trees available and when is Arbor Day?
Arbor Day is April 25.
Yeah, but it's more a function of when the trees are picked up.
And it should
Yeah,
be,
the only one that we can't order from is New York State, but Schenectady and Saratoga always come in okay.
So the date is,
April 25th.
$11, right?
11 to 1 typically is what we've done. I mean, obviously giving out the trees is always a big thing we should do. Do we want booths, and what booths? I already have had a couple of groups contact me, because we usually go out in January with, saying, are you gonna do it? We're interested. So, but I wanted to wait to this meeting to see what our thoughts were.
Yeah, I think the booths last year were very popular. I mean, there were a lot of attendees at the booths. Who's still interested?
Well, Ecos reached out, and most of them from other years have said, yeah, we really want to come back, like after last year, they've
Okay.
said, yeah, include us, so.
Okay.
This is you have a nice list here.
Are you available to call them this year or you don't have time?
I can contact them, I just don't want to run the whole thing,
Right.
because it's getting bigger and bigger, and also just some other stuff that's going on, but I can contact the people I've contacted in the past. And then if we know of any others we should contact, like, the Wilton Preserve, I went up to a book signing thing at Northshire Bookstore in Saratoga, like the year before last, and I asked them and they're like, oh yeah, we'd love to come, and now they've been coming the last 2 years. So if we think of other things in the area, we can invite them. So,
Mhm.
along with the regulars.
But is there someone who can kind of take Carol's spot? Since she's not, able to do that this year after her many years of doing this? To be the point person?
I can,
Okay. I can,
with Carol, to
Okay.
back up or.
yep, and I can contact some of the booths.
Thank you, Margaret.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you,
And
Kim.
then Carol and Margaret, you can also copy Trish on all the things that you're doing. Because she'll help organize the town side of it. If you can get the people and you start giving her the names and stuff, she starts planning like locations and crafts and things. And well, Linda always reaches out to the Girl Scouts, I think.
Do we want to go through start at the top and see where we are? Do you have one of these or?
I can pull it up.
And who came this year, last year?
Right.
Albany Pine Bush didn't come, right?
I can't remember if they came or not.
Yeah, they didn't because I think they were having their Lupin Fest the same day, right? Weren't
I
they?
thought that was the year before last.
Oh, that was okay.
But I'm just curious, which ones came on your list?
Let me just
Can't
pull up the
remember
list.
all of them. Like Prism came one year, but did they?
It didn't come last
Yeah, they
year,
didn't come last year,
That's
they
all.
came the year before.
but he was very sorry at the
Yeah.
last minute. He had a conflict. So I think most of them would want to be invited again.
The birds from last year.
We didn't we didn't ask the birds last year.
It's
Well, we had
inside the
Roy.
end anyway, so it's good.
Okay.
We had Roy.
So I mean, we're looking just at booths because there's the first tab is kind of the action items.
Yes.
So we're looking at booths right now. I mean, I can
would
reach
do
out to the booth.
Do action item.
Yeah,
I can, yeah. Carol and I can do booths, I know.
Laura, it's definitely at the town hall.
so we'll have to reserve that date.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we decided that when we have it at town hall, it gives us the flexibility if it rains to just move it inside, and that's worked really well.
Right.
We
Yeah.
we could think about like Blatnick Park or something again, but it's gotten so big that you can't really fit it underneath the pavilions, and sometimes it's really cold and windy.
Yeah, I like having to be able to go inside if
Mhm.
it's
Agreed,
bad weather.
agreed,
So,
agreed. All
And
right.
when it is sunny and beautiful, people really enjoy it at town hall too.
and the woman I tried to contact last year about signing up for a forest bathing was really apologetic and said she would definitely commit to this year. So
Mhm.
I will
Donna?
reach out. No, Diana, I think her name is. I think it's on here somewhere. But we want to do the art contest like we did last year.
The student art contest?
Yeah,
I thought that they did incredible work. is it too late to add?
no, we
No.
can add. So we did posters.
Yeah,
And then some did actual artwork, but they typically ask what our theme is.
okay.
And we need a
We
theme.
need a theme, all right.
I think last year we came up with be a sea hero. Um.
Okay,
What about trees and bugs?
I think it needs a little catchier.
Better than
I don't know if the Arbor Day National one had a theme or anything this year.
Or tree fun, how to have fun with your trees.
all right, I just did AI and asked them, I'm just gonna read what they say here. Trees for the future, trees are our friends, trees are terrific. Healthy trees, healthy people. Roots of
I like that one.
sustainability.
Yeah, healthy trees, healthy people, good.
Plant a tree, plant a hope. Each one plant one, breathe easy, plant a tree. Let's root for each other and watch the world grow.
I like that one, the healthy.
Yeah, because
Healthy trees, healthy
because
people.
there's lots of things they can do with that, the
Yeah.
ways that
Mhm.
the trees are actually,
Keep you
yeah.
healthy.
in terms of the air, the temperature.
Mental
Mental,
well-being.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we could
Yeah.
get the forest
Yeah.
bathing person.
Yes,
maybe.
oh,
Get
perfect,
clean with
perfect.
your forest bath.
Okay, healthy trees, healthy people is our theme.
Wow, that was quick.
Wow, thank you, AI.
I wasn't here last year, I was away, so, I
You
don't
missed a great time.
know. But do you want me to ask Leo again, or should we try to get different music this time?
He was very good. The way it was set up, we were inside
Yeah.
and they were kind of in that room. And
Yeah.
so not many people went in there. So I'm not,
Well, first, if it's outside, it'll be different. And I
Yeah.
think inside that, I think they should set them up on the top of the stairwell here.
I know you said that last year, but I don't know why it didn't happen.
That can be an issue
Oh, 'cause
potentially
the-
for safety.
Photos were upstairs.
the photos were upstairs, the artwork was upstairs
Mhm.
and people had to walk around to look at the artwork. And then we were thinking about if we had them down on the main thing, it might be too loud and
Right.
noisy.
And in the way,
Yeah,
traffic, yeah.
Where were the booths?
the booths were in the town board
boardroom.
In the
room.
boardroom and around the lobby.
Yeah.
Circle the lobby.
I don't-
and-
Arbor Day 2026. Trees are terrific in cities and towns.
Yes, I know, I saw that, yes.
That's
Mhm, 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 mhm. I mean, I like the music. I don't know. What do you think? If it's outside, do we put them in the gazebo? Is that where, then they're covered or?
I don't remember where we were thinking last year, because that's also where we do the crafts projects too.
Oh, in the gazebo?
We have in the sometimes, yeah.
That projects you could do inside in the main lobby area.
I think that was our plan last year. We were gonna put the music in the gazebo and bring the crafts down to town hall,
Okay.
but then it rained.
Mhm.
I suppose if it rains, we can just say to Leo, thanks anyway, but
Well, I was
Yeah.
wondering that, like,
Right.
could we,
Yeah.
could that be an option to say?
I mean, they're local, it's not like they're traveling here. or
Right,
anything.
right.
Yeah, but you feel badly, they canceling.
Well,
I mean, that's why we did put them in where they
Yeah.
were, because they were gonna be out. Like
Well, I
You
can,
could give them the option.
I can add, when I
Yeah.
mention it to him, and say, considering what happened last in the rain, you got sent off in the courtroom. If it rains again, you don't have to play if you don't think that's a good way to do it.
So,
just-
and
Number of
actually, for the inauguration of the new town board members, they brought the jazz band from the high school and put them on the second floor and had them play. And it was quite nice. So, I mean, maybe if it does rain, we could try putting them upstairs and then move the art to somewhere different, like maybe down a different hall in the
Well-
Schaefer room or something.
I mean, could they walk around them? I mean, if like, could they go up and kind of split around the band to go around?
I feel like as long as we didn't put art like right behind them, like right to the police department entrance, because they had the jazz band like in front of the police department entrance. If we put Leo and his people there,
Oh, in the lobby area.
yeah, up, but upstairs, yeah.
That maybe they, instead of them being in the courtroom, they just came out in front of the courtroom. Oh.
You could do that too. They did not take up very much space. They were pretty
Mm.
small.
Okay.
And I mean, but last year we didn't do any live Raptors or anything. which has been a hit in the past. I don't know if that's something, you know, we decided not to do live Raptors and music together because we thought the Raptors would
Like that.
appreciate, yeah. So, I think that's a decision that has
Yeah.
to be made. So,
On the one hand, the live Raptors is good. I think something that's important is that the people want to come back the next year. Oh, you remember that? So the Raptors are good for that. On the other hand, and one of the reasons I like the music is, I live a little bit, you can hear music playing in the gazebo, and then people come, oh, there's something going on down in town hall.
right, right. So,
Do the Raptor people need relatively unnoisy locations?
kind of
Yeah.
for the birds, and you have to not have them like, they kind of want a wall or kind of,
Weren't they in the lobby one
they were
year?
in the lobby, but they were out in front of the courthouse, so they had the wall behind them. If we did it outside, they wanted to be kind
Next
of,
to the building.
yeah, next to the building.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did they mind being in front of the courthouse?
No, they thought that was a good
Inside.
location. Yeah,
Nobody used the courthouse.
right,
That was just a solid wall.
right.
So they would be inside regardless?
No, we put
okay.
them outside,
Okay, all right.
on the days that
okay.
it was nice weather,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Cause I was just thinking if we had both and the music was in the gazebo when the Raptors were inside.
Just a lot of people, if it's outside, they don't think about
Okay.
coming inside.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Unless you have a steady flow of people in and out, people
Right.
don't know to come in except to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Well, probably do the food truck again too.
I know, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's the other thing. Do we
Yeah.
want a food truck again, and did we want the same one? It was Holy Grape.
That was very popular. I was surprised how popular it was.
Yeah,
It was very popular.
even in the rain.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, yes.
Okay.
What
I'm
time do we do it again?
11 to 1.
Oh, 11 to 1.
Yeah, we set up around 9:30 or so.
Did the food truck get enough business that they'd be willing to come back?
They said last year, yeah.
Okay.
I talked to everyone afterwards, and
Uh-huh.
everybody seemed happy.
If the music was in the gazebo and the Raptors were like just around the building, like they had a parking lot, do you think that's too far out of the way? Would that be a place, would the Raptors be okay with
I
that?
mean, I can ask
Yeah.
the woman and
Yeah.
see. So
I thought they were like by the entrance.
they
the
were,
outdoor entrance.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying if
But
we
we
want to
didn't-
do both, maybe we can put them just around the corner so then I get music directly.
That side of the
Yeah.
building has a little drop off right at the corner. And then it's the bump out and it's still a drop off.
Yeah.
It's not the best, that side of the building is not the best to hang out with. The front of the building was nice and flat and everything.
Right, yeah.
So walk around the town hall and
Yeah.
then suggest it again.
Yeah.
The front here has a nice patio, but it's in line with the music.
It's also very
I wonder
close to
if
the
this-
street. I don't know if that'd be a problem too.
Yeah.
If the
Well, there's
speakers are pointing in a direction not at the Raptors, is that good enough?
Loud music, isn't
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't
It
here.
didn't seem real loud
I
last.
mean, they're not heavy metal or anything like that.
Did they play the whole time?
You did. Well, I mean, they break, but
I didn't. The other room.
yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't think there are many people that,
Right.
that came to, because it was in that separate room.
But it's 7 now.
Confusing
so-
that in line with the day we planted those
All right,
trees.
well, we
in the
gotta,
rain.
we still have to do a little bit here. We can't, we gotta
Yeah.
tie up some of this
So we
stuff.
could do a
get-
Discord. Chat.
Well, I don't really know that it'll
Well,
work with
I
this
can
one.
start contacting some of the booths.
Yes, so can I.
Okay.
I'll contact the Girl Scout troop.
Anyway.
So you two need to coordinate who's contacting who.
And then we gotta decide on the trees, type of tree. that we
Yes.
want And get that ordered.
Do you
So,
know what the
I
tree?
just
Or-
checked. Saratoga today came out with their order. Schenectady County hasn't come out with theirs yet. I just checked. Their site is still 2025. So I could reach out to Nick. Do you know what they're ordering? Sometimes you know ahead of time, right?
Give me the list. I don't have it here, but I have
Okay.
the I can send it out when I get home.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because a lot of times we'll buy most of them from Schenectady County, and then if there's something like unique or we want to have a little more variety, we go to Saratoga. But Saratoga does not have as many as they had last year. I looked today. I'll forward you guys the link from Saratoga County that just came today.
Albany didn't have many either.
I wonder if
Hmm.
they had a hard growing year or something.
Mhm.
I heard that 25,000 or 25 million
Mhm.
tree initiative is having a hard time getting trees.
Yeah, nursery
Yeah.
stock is insufficient.
And
Yes. Mhm. Yep.
It could be just in general.
Mhm.
Or when you get the list from Margaret, could you put together?
Do you want to put it on the website?
Yeah. I
Uh,
can put together a sample order and send it to you guys and get your comments.
Okay, I know we have a Instagram site that's
Yeah,
our
Amy does
page that doesn't really, nothing really too much happens. So I wonder how we can bust that up a little bit.
Just send stuff to Amy.
Yeah, Amy is the one that
She did a good job with the
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day. You know, she's posting every day a new
Right.
tree
Yeah,
that we were, you know.
we sent her all the trees and then she would just one every day.
Yeah.
She does like to do it, but I think you do have to give her the content.
So she can right now flash out the Arbor Day event, April 25th.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe we should do an email blast, save the date. I mean, I know it's kind of far away, but
Laura and
Let's put it
Can
on
you
our
get in touch
calendar
with
and not
Amy?
Yeah,
have the
I wrote a note. Yep.
photo people coming in that day. Double
Who?
booking,
okay.
All the
baseball.
baseball.
Let's not double book the,
Although that actually, we had more traffic because they were here.
I
That
know.
wasn't actually double booked either. We were the only ones booked for the it's because of the rain. That's why.
They
didn't-
had, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Isn't there always
Yeah,
a
there's,
drug take back or something?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but they just take a parking spot.
Yeah.
They don't really do,
Yeah, this hasn't seemed to been much of a
No.
conflict.
because they moved in front of the police department, so
Yes.
there's probably people who come to take back their drugs. Oh, it's Arbor Day celebration.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes because they run right through our event. I just end up coordinating. Usually it's Deputy Chief Twitty that runs that, and I just coordinate in front of time with him. But he said that they have to take their drugs back on the National Drug Take Back Day, which so it's not like something that they schedule, and it always hits our Arbor Day.
Right.
but now that they've moved around the corner, most people aren't phased anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't mind doing that.
Keeping people healthy, right? Disposing of things
Yeah.
appropriately.
Yeah.
So can we get the advertisement on the big sign?
I thought we did put Arbor Day on the,
I think
Water
maybe like a day or
sign.
two before the
Yeah.
event, but they had it for like the week or two before the event.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was late last year. We should try and get it out. I'll try and get it out a lot earlier this year.
Well, if you could send out the save the date, like within the next few days.
Yeah, we could just do a quick flyer with save the date. I mean, we don't have the species or anything yet, but just get people like excited about spring and green leaves.
Right, right. And is there ever a possibility, sometimes you see that there's things and they're like little posters tacked on trees or stuck in the ground. Can we do things like that? You know, make a little poster, Arbor Day, and put them in strategic places along the streets.
Co-op and stuff.
I know, but
I
I
know.
mean, just like when you're driving by, because people, people who sell that golf equipment, you always see a little sign like, can we do stuff like that? Put it out in different places, little signs on stakes.
Like the election sign?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah, yeah.
We probably can. My department is the one that goes around and patrols and picks them up because they're supposed to be in the right way. But typically we leave them for nonprofit events and runs for cancer and stuff like that. We let them be out there. So probably it would be okay to do something like that.
Okay. All right.
A couple years
We
ago,
have to be really good about picking them back up.
I'll volunteer to go pick them up. If that's the thing, I'll drive around and pick them out of the ground. I don't care about that for,
Yeah. And you have to be careful too, not to put them too close to intersections because you don't want them to interfere with sight lines.
correct.
But
Correct.
like, if we printed some, you can put them in your yard, just for a little while, and then they're in your neighborhood and people
Yeah.
walking their dogs and stuff can see them.
Yeah,
As at that roundabout there on Rosadale and River, there's
right,
always,
right. So the roundabout down by Mohawk, I mean,
The county might put, well, I mean, they don't typically, but sometimes you just have to be aware that they can be pulled, and so they go.
is there anyone we can contact and get permission or?
Yeah, we could probably ask for the county, like, as long as we are thoughtful and keep them, like maybe in front of our houses or in some pretty good, safe public places, it'd probably be fine. If you put them in the DOT right away, DOT will pull them sometimes. It just is what it is. Just
How did the political signs get away with it? How do they get away with it?
yeah, that.
not these guys.
So that's what I mean. The nonprofit ones, like the runs and stuff, don't typically get pulled.
Mhm.
Mostly what gets pulled is commercial because you regulate commercial different than free speech. But it is a kind of funny place between commercial and free speech when it's like an event. So,
Okay.
but I feel like it would probably be fine.
We can talk about that, later. All right. So
Paper.
if I can help with anything, let me know. And also everybody, you need to mark April 25th at 1 PM on your calendars too, because you'll have a delightful packing up the
Yeah, the Friday before.
the
Yeah.
Friday before we meet here and we have to package all the little, are you
Yeah,
saving all your
24th.
bags again?
I am.
Okay.
A year's worth of the bags. I'm already starting to save my newspapers.
Okay,
Good.
all right,
Good.
okay, all right, okay. Anything else? Okay, so we'll really be focusing just like probably next month with whatever the
Yeah,
new.
that's like the last
new,
time.
If there's anything, and then we really just gotta do, Arbor Day things. And if we need to meet in between or something, just let me know and we'll do whatever we need to do. Excellent. Okay.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Approve.
Yes, aye.
So are you thinking of just reaching out to every single one that was here last year or whatever?
Margaret, but I think we can
Okay.